Yo, you want to debate? Yeah. What's the topic? Give me your defense and your logic. We can talk the Warriors or the Rockets, but if it's LeBron's the GOAT, stop it. Stop. Tune in every week and catch us on the podcast, but don't get mad at me if I tell you that your squad's trash. We hitting everything hard from these fighters that just got smashed. The players getting waived who came up and who just got cash. We talking firings, hiring streaks by Ironman. Whose team's acquiring, who's done and who's retiring. Who you're admiring, players you find inspiring. College athletes aspiring and contracts that's inspiring. What up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, the Playmakers Lounge podcast. I am your host, something, hit the keys. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell, so every time we bring you a new podcast, you can be the first to see. Today, I'm with my co-host. I'm with my guy, Watch Me Whip. Watch me, JJ. Say what up to the people, Jay.
Get it in there. What up, though?
I'm also with my guy. I want to sing in the band, Ricky. Say what up to the people, Ricky.
You have to start with these corny ass nicknames. You have to start with this shit.
Nope, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
What up, peeps?
We're back. Make sure you guys check us out in the lounge. We got merch. I'll leave the link to the group in the description and the link to the page in the description. We got some fire topics for you guys today. We're going to go ahead and start right off with Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. I know you've been dying to talk about this, Ricky. So who do you got in the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight?
Well, even though it's an exhibition, it's a little 8-round thing. I don't think Roy Jones stands a chance for Mike Tyson. Even though they talking about they're not really gonna try to knock each other out, but the interview Mike Tyson did on First Take, he said he only know one way.
Right.
That's on how to be Mike Tyson. That's to go forward, and Roy Jones understands that. So it sounds like he might knock his ass out because
right.
It's dope for the simple fact that this fight's supposed to happen years ago when both were in their prime. Jay Prince was actually trying to set the fight up, and then fucking Tyson got in trouble, and Roy Jones got his stomach knocked out. So to see it come back all these years later is pretty interesting.
What's your thoughts, Jay?
For one, when have you ever seen Mike Tyson not go hard?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? like he's not gonna pull no punches. He don't even pull no punches in training. You see Mike Tyson in a random ass fucking restaurant just like you really expect him to not try to knock out freaking Roy Jones? Like he said, he only know one way, and I don't know why Roy took this. Like, honestly, that's what I was trying to think of yesterday. I was like, why would you take this as Roy Jones Jr.? Like,
well, they say, like,
for what reason?
Well, if he wins the fight and everything goes through right, Roy Jones can make $10 million. Mike Tyson's going to donate all his money to charity because I guess he's doing all right now. So.
He's doing them comedy specials. He's traveling. He's all right. He's in a good space.
He's doing everything.
Yeah, he be in movies and everything.
Now, see, I think that Mike Tyson's gonna knock Roy Jones' head clean off his shoulders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's about to decapitate him. It's about to look like something in Mortal Kombat. But here is where Roy does have the advantage. Roy's last fight was in 2018. Mike Tyson ain't fought since 2005. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been – Mike Tyson ain't fought in 15 years. But Mike Tyson –
it's
Mike Tyson.
It's Tyson, though. Like, we see his training videos consistently.
And a lot of things people forget that, like Roy Jones, he fought off reflexes. Like, he's a reflexive fighter. I don't believe those reflexes are as good as they were back in the day. So
right, at 51? Come on,
he get caught with one of those – I don't care how old Mike is, them punches ain't going nowhere. He get caught with one of them, he out of there.
Well,
Roy, he already had a glass chin, like.
Right. See, that's
right, that's the one right there. Like, what is you doing?
See, that's my thing with Roy Jones is that he's been knocked out by some suspect fighters. I mean, Mike Tyson's caught a couple of knockouts too, but at least
in the end, he caught him, he didn't.
But they were all solid heavyweights.
You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones has been got knocked out by some folks that are lighter than heavyweight, and he ain't never been punched by nobody who's got the power of Mike Tyson. So I can see him going night in round 3, round 4.
Real fast.
Right.
The thing is though, the stipulation is they're gonna have on headgear,
but that makes it worse.
That's LA rigs, and they also gonna have bigger gloves.
But headgear makes it worse. So like when you're like a professional fighter and you're taking those punches with headgear on, that makes it worse. That's a scientific fact. That's not just me saying it. It makes it worse.
I'm just telling you what it's gonna be.
Right. So, that doesn't help Roy Jones out.
They got bigger gloves too, so yeah. I don't know what size they're gonna fight with, but
hey, man.
They're gonna be big old pillows. They're gonna be like this, like them gloves you give your like the ones you give your kids.
hey man, I feel like y'all spending too much time on Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, whereas you could be talking about Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
I mean, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Well, who do you got in that fight?
I don't give a shit, bro. I just wanted to throw that. How do you get that as an undercard?
Right.
But what Tyson's trying to do, I don't know if y'all actually listen to it, but what he's actually trying to do is do like a Legends League. He's trying to and it's not just boxing. He's trying to get like 6 people playing football, like Jerry Rice, get him a team, and fucking maybe Deion Sanders get a team, and they go head to head. Allen Iverson versus Penny Hardaway type shit.
No. Run this back. Since we're on topic, who you think gonna win, Nate Robinson or Jake Paul?
Oh man, Nate Robinson smack that dude, man. Nate Robinson is a natural athlete. So
right.
Yeah, right. I would go with Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I can't lie, me too. So,
but does that mean we gonna get that Soulja Boy Chris Brown fight from a few years ago?
Oh man!
if that's what he tried to do, is we gonna get all of those?
We need that.
They not legends, bro.
Chris Brown.
I mean, Soulja thought he was.
Chris Brown's a legend.
Right, Chris is a legend. Soulja Boy wanted to smoke,
bro. Chris is definitely a legend.
We could even get the Soulja Boy Bow Wow one from way back.
That's neither one.
Bow Wow, Lil Romeo. I
don't know. You really can get Soulja Boy. He is a legend. He started that internet shit.
I mean, if you think Soulja Boy's a legend, you have to think Chris Brown's a legend.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, when it's all said and done, he's gonna be a legend, but he's not a legend right now.
Chris is a legend, bro. He got one fucking discrepancy that he can never live down.
When it's said and done, yes, but I guess you could say he's a living legend.
Hell yeah, he's a living legend, dude. He's got classics. He's been in movies. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, he can dance.
He's not that good of an actor. Don't bring that up.
Hey,
he's played some decent roles. He plays some
in the comments. Can y'all drop like some celebrity matches that y'all would want to see? I'm curious to see what that would look like.
Oh yeah,
like if everybody just leave it in the comments or in the Playmakers Lounge. Just give us some celebrity matchups that we need to see.
That's all sports too.
Nah, everything. Because Jake Paul ain't no athlete.
Yeah, YouTuber.
And then we'll come back and we'll debate him. We'll debate it.
We'll do a whole show on that.
We'll do a whole show about random people who should fight. You know what I'm saying?
Just random dudes.
Right.
The dude from the 3rd floor at work versus the janitor because they've been beefing about this fucking macaroni and cheese.
About how a dude from the 3rd floor clogged up the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And the janitor got to clean up his mess.
You still want to talk about Peter Griffin versus the chicken?
But we need predictions. So what's your prediction, Jay, on the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight? If you think it's a knockout, what round? What do you think? I got Tyson in the 4th.
I think it's gonna
That's
go.
About what I was gonna say. I think it'd probably be faster than that, though. I'll probably say Tyson in the 3rd. I don't think Roy got it. A couple of them big shots, he gonna be like. I don't think he get knocked out though. I think he just don't come out the corner. He'd be like, you know what, I'm done. Like I tried it. Can't do it.
I felt the wrath. Let it go.
Right.
What about you, Ricky?
I actually think it's gonna go to distance, man. I don't think they're gonna come out. I don't think they're gonna come out full speed like that. It's a charity fucking match. I don't think it's gonna be like that. But Mike Tyson's gonna win.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. All right. Well, now what about Nate Robinson and Jake Paul? I need a round. I need the.
Nate Robinson, man. Okay.
Knockout goes the distance. TKO.
I don't know. Them motherfuckers might start windmilling, man. I don't know what the fuck will happen in that match, man. I ain't never seen neither one of them fight.
Right. Let me get Nate in 6.
You
I
got
don't know how, but I guess Nate
Are,
and
are
6.
all the fights gonna go 8 rounds though?
I'm
I
assuming
don't
so.
know.
I'm assuming that's probably going to go 8-2. You're not getting out of here without giving us an answer. So give us an answer,
Who?
Ricky.
Shit, Nate Robinson in 5-4. I don't know.
I think that one will
Shit.
probably go the full 8. I think it'll be a decision, but I think Nate will get him. I think Nate's
I'm
going to be.
about
I
Can
I'm
think.
a professional athlete against a YouTuber, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
with
but
the
the
professional
YouTuber's been in some boxing matches before that we know of. I'm not saying that he's been great in them, but he's been in some boxing matches. So, but I think Nate's quicker. And he's probably just as strong, if not stronger. So.
Who was trying to fight him? Wasn't it Antonio Brown that was trying to fight him?
Yeah, and then he made a diss track on Antonio Brown that was trash.
Who?
Yeah.
Jake
Oh
Paul.
my god.
Yeah.
Can we get Antonio Brown versus Roger Goodell?
Oh, how about Roger? How about Antonio Brown versus his demons?
Them demons winning every time.
It's a
Right.
L.
Right. All
Give me
right.
the demons right now. I'm putting my whole bank account on the demons.
All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the next topic. The NBA is back next week, so we're going to do a preview of the 22 teams that are left, and we're going to talk about who we think is going to get in, who we think is going to win, and how we think that this is going to go. So we're going to start off with the Western Conference. Who do you guys think, or who do you think is going to be the A seed that slides in? Because I don't see anybody moving up into the top 7 slots.
I mean, the Suns got a win yesterday, so you know what I'm saying. I don't think anybody believes in that, right?
No.
Or do y'all?
No.
I mean, Dallas
Yeah.
beat Lakers yesterday too. So,
Yo,
Oh shit! Lakers about to fall out. What?
I so don't believe in the Suns that I wrote everybody's record down except for the Suns. That was an accident. That was an accident. But ironically, I mean, that's about how I feel about their chance of getting into the playoffs. I think they have to go undefeated.
Wow, son, that's disrespectful.
I think they have to go undefeated or something, or they have to win like almost every game, 7 out of, and then hope the other teams lose. They're not getting in the playoffs. The playoffs.
Playoffs.
The Suns ain't getting in the playoffs. I think I'm gonna go with Portland riding with that A seed. You know what I'm saying? I think Portland's gonna make the play-in game, and then I think that they're gonna win the 2 games against Memphis, and I think they're gonna get in the playoffs.
I think that's the best team that has a chance to do it, and I think that's what everybody wants too, like because they want that Portland LA matchup. Either LA, they want that, you know.
Dame, Melo, CJ, yeah, Nurkic come back. Yeah, we want that. What you think, Ricky?
I'm gonna stick with Ja, man. I'm gonna stick with Ja. Hopefully they stay at the AC and they win enough games to go ahead and stay there. So I'm gonna stick with Ja Morant. They're gonna pick the Memphis Grizzlies.
What do you guys think about any movement going on here? We got the Lakers at 49-14. We got the Clippers at 44-20. We got Denver at 43-22. We got Utah at 41-23. We got the team that I'm the only person in America that called it being the playoffs, OKC, 40-24. Houston 40-24. Dallas 40-27. And then we talked about Memphis, Portland, and them. So do you see how much movement do you guys see in the potentially the 2 through the 7 slot? Because there's like a
how about say the number 1 slot that's pretty much sold up. They'll have to lose. They up like 5-6 games, right?
Yeah,
Lakers.
They're up 5 games.
Yeah, so
5.5 on the clip.
Yeah, so they'll have to lose at least half their games, and the Clippers have to win up half of their games. So I don't know.
That's why I said 2 through 7.
I don't see that movie. 2 through 6. I don't know. It's gonna be tough with I don't know.
Man,
LA because I mean they're not many games far from. They're not too many. The 2 seed and 7 seed are not too far off. So that could be a lot of that happen.
44-20 and 40-27. So I don't see Dallas getting up to the 2 seed. Obviously, I don't really think that the Clippers and Denver are going to move. I think they'll stay about the same. The team that I can see dropping the most is probably Utah, because of the team chemistry. We don't know how Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are going to be when they come back. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if they've mended their fence, they mended their bridges, or we don't know what's going on in the team chemistry, because that's the reason the whole NBA shut down. You know, like it probably would have eventually shut down, but that was the reason that we lost all sports, was because of Rudy Gobert. So we have to see how they're going to react when they come back.
So if he wouldn't have rubbed that fucking microphone and still got it, like, it would have been a big deal.
We probably would have had like another week of games.
Well, not even just that.
I'm saying, like, he would have eventually popped forward anyway.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
but regardless of whether he gets it, it's the manner and how he got it and how he passed it on to Donovan Mitchell is what I'm saying with the chemistry.
Well, they said Donovan Mitchell was like super pissed off about that,
right? Because
he's
a couple months ago,
right? Because he was rubbing off in his face and doing all that. So, I feel like Utah is probably going to take the biggest step back. I feel like they might fall into the 6th or 7th seed, and then I can see OKC and Houston moving up. That's the first round matchup that we need in our life, is Houston and OKC. That's the matchup we need. I got OKC winning that too. You heard it here first.
What about the Pelicans? You think they could get in there?
No, I got Portland. I already said I got Portland. I mean, because there's going to be a play-in game, so Portland just has to win enough games to play in. Like, if Portland goes 4-4 and New Orleans goes 4-4, Portland wins because they'll have a higher winning percentage than New Orleans will because they played more games. So if they both just go 4-4, which I don't really, I don't see them going more than 4-4 because all that's left is playoff teams basically. So they're about to lose 4 games to whether they have to play the Clippers, the Lakers, Denver. They're going to lose 4 games, both those teams. So, I got Portland. What about you? You see any movement?
I honestly think Houston's going to drop. Unfortunately, I don't know where they're going to go, but I think they're going to drop because for the simple fact, they losing their 2 players.
Yeah, but I think they'll be back.
I didn't hear what he said.
They have to come, but when they come back, they'll be like just coming back from the fucking quarantine. You know what I'm saying? They won't have no team. They ain't getting these little weeks right here to play these little exhibition games.
But here's what I can see happening with Houston though. If D'Antoni just does a decent job of coaching, all he has to do in order to compensate for them not playing, and I know this is going to sound weird, but just don't play them the whole game together. So you can rest one when you got the other one on the court. They're both primary ball handlers. They both can do their thing. So if you always have one of them resting, not the whole game, but when one's resting, you always have Harden on the court. When Westbrook's playing, that's when you rest Harden. Then you guys can get by. The rest of the team will be fine. The rest of the team's healthy. So I think it just depending on how you manage their minutes, they can be all right. And then that can get them back into shape too.
Well, I'd have to believe that both of those dudes come back in shape though. Because just off of who they are and their work ethics, I would think they both come back ready to go.
It's just cardio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the same. I'm sure they're working out at home.
Big difference is playing a game playing an actual game and actual just running up and down the court. That's starting and stopping. You can have the most cardio, but all that starting and stopping, you can't equate for that.
Well, it's not like either one of them plays the best defense anyway. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you don't got to. That's not going to change their defense.
But I'm saying, Harden a jump shooter.
Well,
that affects a lot.
What I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted was that neither one of them play very much defense, and Harden draws a lot of fouls. So you know what I'm saying? He can still go to the rack and draw all those fouls, and if his shot's off, just go draw fouls. He'll be all right.
Get all that contact in after. After coming off quarantine, just contact everybody.
Well, let's go ahead and move on over to the Eastern Conference. I guess we'll start off with since there's only 9 teams. You guys think Washington could beat Orlando and slide in there on that 8th seed, or do you think that Orlando is going to win that?
I mean, I would like that, but I don't think it happens. I think Orlando gets it.
Yeah, Orlando. I just don't see Washington having it. Bradley Beal, he got snubbed for the All-Star this year, but he just ain't.
Who should he?
It'll be better to put either one of them. It don't matter. Both of them get put out first round, probably swept. So,
well, okay. Let me ask you a question. So if you think Bradley Beal got snubbed, who should he got in over? See, if you
I have
can't
to look
think,
at it. I have to remember.
if you
I
can't,
have to remember
if you
who
don't
all
know,
got it.
if you don't know off the top of your
Oh, I
head,
got to remember the All Stars. I have to remember the All Stars. Honestly, I haven't looked at it. This shit fucking August.
if you don't know,
Man,
then that
that
means
shit
he
be
didn't get
disaster.
snubbed. That's the answer to the question. If you don't know, then
I
that
don't
means.
even know who made it from the East right now.
But what I'm saying is you'd remember. If he got snubbed, you'd remember. Like you always think about when Steve Nash didn't, won those MVPs. You know who should have won the MVPs. It should have been either Shaq or LeBron.
Should have been Kobe.
Nah,
The show, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron. That's who took. That's who Nash took MVPs from.
definitely Shaq. And then I'm still gonna go with LeBron. It is what it is. Do you guys see any movement then in the rest of the Eastern Conference? We got Milwaukee's obviously not going to move. They're at 53-12. Toronto's at 46-18. Boston's at 43-21. Miami's at 41-24. Indy's at 39-26. Philly's at 39-26. Brooklyn's at 30-34. And I guess Orlando's at 30-35. So, do you guys see any movement going on there?
Be Indiana, if anybody. That would be the one that would drop, I would think.
Yeah, I could see that too. Philly needs to probably move up. Philly's like 2 games behind Miami, so I think Philly has to get that 4 seed in order to make it out of the first round because they play like shit on the road. Their home record is terrible. I mean, their road record is terrible, but their home record is really good. I think they got the second best home record in the league. So
I think Boston could move up too. I think they could get that too.
you think so?
Yeah, I think they could do that. I think they could pull that off.
I don't know, man.
It ain't enough games for them to like catch them, but I think they can get up there. I think they can. I'm gonna believe in Boston. I'm gonna give Boston that belief that they
a three game. I gotta look at the schedule. I don't have the schedule up in front of me, but I think it's possible.
What was it? Only 8 games.
3 games out of 8 games, though. So you got it.
3 out of 8.
So Boston's got to go like in order.
Toronto's about to lose.
In order for
They have to go 5-3. 6-2.
No. Listen, Boston would have to go 8-0, and Toronto has to go 4-4 for Boston to overtake them. So that means Boston can't lose a game, and Toronto has to go 4-4. Toronto's probably going to go more than 4-4.
Well, it just got to be a 3-game difference. They don't got to be 8-0 and 4-4, but
in order for them to take that spot, Toronto owns the series right now. So in order for them to take that slot, they got to win. They got to go up 4 games. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a 4-game difference.
I can see Philly jumping up, maybe a seed or 2. Maybe a seed.
Damn, why does it sound like he was breathing extra hard into the mic? I don't know what that was.
For me?
What do you think of that matchup, though? Potential matchup, I should say.
Philly and Boston?
Versus Philly.
Miami versus Philly?
Right now it's Boston. But right now it's Boston, Philly.
Well, now we're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they move up.
If Philly moves up, I think Miami wins because look at Miami's home record. Miami's a really good home team, and Philly's a really bad road team. So I think it might go. I mean, Miami's a bad road team too, and Philly's a good home team. So probably goes 7 games, but the home team wins. I think neither one of them teams can win on the road. And Miami's got Yemi.
Mr. Butler, he gonna be looking for revenge.
Buckets, right.
He just like that.
All right.
But Miami and Indiana got to play each other twice. August 10th and August 14th.
Yeah, I think
August 14th.
Oh, you know what? I'm saying all this shit about home and away. They're playing in Miami or in Florida.
Orlando.
DTD.
Bubble.
Right. So I wonder how that's going to play into effect when you're both terrible road teams and you're playing on a neutral site.
Well, did you see that Miami game the other day where they had their fans on the screen?
Yeah. Bro, that was so ghetto. It's tight, I guess, in theory, because you got fans, I guess, but When I seen that, I was like, "Oh, this is what we're doing now. We're just gonna run a Zoom."
They had the fans on the screen, and then they had that broadcast where they had the Zoom call across the top, with the 4 commentators. Which is, I mean, I thought it was kind of cool because you could see them react to stuff. Like somebody blocked a shot, and they're like, "Yeah, get that out of here!" I'm like, "Yo, they watching the game like we watching the game."
I wonder if they're gonna pump in some fake noise.
Probably. I mean,
I think so. They should.
It's better that way, honestly, man, because that's what be fucking up them WWE ones. It's just be hearing nothing. And
now they got some fans. They're like people who work for NXT, and they pump in a little bit of noise. So like, it gives it a little bit of an atmosphere. But
yeah, well,
I mean, if you want to try to like save like player calls, like play calls and shit like that, you probably should. You know they're gonna run a lot of stuff on offense, defense. You're telling your players set your play sets.
Well, the thing I liked about the WWE that most people didn't like is what I like about the NBA too, is that you can hear the people talk shit. So like in the WWE,
that's what I want to hear.
You could hear them talking shit to each other. When granted, it's fake, but they were still talking shit while they're wrestling. That would be the same with the NBA. You'd be able to hear them talking more shit on the court.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, I want to hear. I'm here for all that.
I mean, I'd be down for that, but Karen won't.
There's gonna be a lot of bitches and sluts and hoes and all types of bad names.
They
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Right, Honey Nut Cheerios are going. People saying the N-word all the time.
Right,
world's gonna go crazy. Oh my God, LeBron said the N-word. Like, okay,
right. That's what we do. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and switch gears. We're going to go ahead and talk about the AFC North. So we're going to go ahead and give our predictions on what we think the teams are going to land at this year. I'm going to go ahead and start off with you, Jay. What do you got for the records in the AFC North this year?
All right. You want records? All right. We're going to go with I'm going to give the Ravens 11-5. I'm giving them the division. Right. And then everybody else is ass, so I don't care. Get the Ravens 11-5. They're going to win the division. I do not think the Steelers bounce back like they I think they bounce back a little bit, but I don't think they bounce all the way back. So I'm going to give them like 7-9. Cleveland is always a freaking disappointment for some reason. Like they just can't get it right no matter what they do. So I'm gonna give them that good old 6-10 because I really don't believe in Baker anymore. I don't even know if I ever believed. I don't know. I guess I kind of used to believe in Baker. I don't know how I feel about Baker. Baker. Then Cincinnati is an interesting one because I felt like they did bad because they're O-line, but they also had O-linemen that were like injured. They had like a ton of injuries that nobody cared about. But I mean, they're all in on Joe Burrow. I don't know what to do with them. Like I think I could put them around 6-10. Like I low key, like I feel like it's I don't know. I guess we just gonna rock with it. I'll give him 5-11. 5-11. That's final answer.
All right.
I might change it when Ricky starts talking.
5-11 for the L. Ricky, what you got?
I got Baltimore at 13-3.
God damn.
I got Pittsburgh. I mean, they only got better. Lamar Jackson only getting better. I got Pittsburgh at. I'm just going with Tomlin alone. I'm gonna just say 9-7. I got those Browns at 6-10, and I got the other team in Cleveland. I got them going 13-3.
13-3. What?
I mean, 3-13.
Yo, Burrow about to be rookie of the year. Hold up, bro. I need to put money on that. I need to put all my money on Burrow right now.
Right. Call Vegas. I can't believe you're so high on the Bengals.
He said 13-3.
3-13.
I
don't think Burrow is going to be as good as everybody expects.
But you just said 13-3.
Right.
Man, get over that fucking misspoken word, nigga. Shut up. That shit over. Then you know what I meant.
You said 13-3, bro. What?
Y'all
How you gonna call them the other team and then give them 13-3?
But you know exactly what the fuck I meant.
No, words are literal, and we literally took your 13 for 3 as what you
Well,
meant.
what about
One of
you?
y'all messed this
We're not
shit
talking.
up.
We're not talking about me.
All
We're
right,
talking
shut
about
the
you.
fuck up then, yo light skin ass.
Hey.
One of y'all mess that shit up every week, man. I swear.
Every week.
Yeah, whatever. All right, I got Baltimore at 10-6. I got Pittsburgh at 8-8. I feel like they can get 8-8, but I don't know about any more than that. Cleveland, I got 7-9, and I got Cincinnati at 2-14. So here,
2-14. God damn, bro. You got no improvement over there.
I just somebody's got to suck this year. You know what I mean? As we're going through our teams and we're looking at records and teams, somebody got to be bad, and I just feel like they're one of the worst teams in the league. You know, like I just don't feel like, I just feel like they're terrible. But here's one thing I want to bring up. So when you look at this with this division, like we all kind of sit there like we think this division is just Baltimore and everybody else is But this division has a lot of offensive firepower, and that's what's crazy to me is like when you look at the Browns, they're reminiscent to you remember that Eagles team that they said that they were going to be the All-Star team, and then they were trash because the team chemistry was terrible.
That Eagles dream team.
Right, the Eagles dream team. So, you got Baker, you got Chubb, you got Hunt, you got Jarvis Landry, you got Odell, you got Hooper, you got Njoku. You got offense on that team. Then you're looking at
Njoku's probably, he wants to be traded, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right. And then you look at Baltimore, they got Lamar, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Marquise Brown, Willie Snead, Mark Andrews. So they got a sick offensive team. Then you look at Pittsburgh.
But they got defense, I think.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is look at just look at the offensive firepower in this division when you look at all these teams. Then you look at Pittsburgh. They got Ben Roethlisberger, James Conner, Jalen Smith, Juju. I don't know if I've sold on James Washington, but then they went and got Eric Ebron and Cincy. They got Mixon.
Chase Claypool.
They got Burrow, Gio, AJ Green, Higgins, Boyd. So there's a lot of firepower in that division. But I just
Did you say Joe Mixon?
What's that? Yeah, I said Joe Mixon first. I said him. I said him, and then I said Burrow.
How you can't say
Burrow. Okay. I was about to say, I know you didn't leave off Joe Mixon because every other one you went in order. You went quarterback, running back, receiver, and then tight end, and then you said Mixon first that time.
Well, yeah. Burrow hasn't even shown us anything yet.
Yeah,
so I was gonna say Mixon. I was gonna say Mixon first on that one.
I was just like, how you my brain was like, did he just give Joe Mixon
No, Joe Mixon was on my fantasy team last year. Even though he didn't do what I needed him to do, I wouldn't forget about him.
And Joe Mixon had a bad year until the end,
right?
But,
So I mean, of all those teams, which team is the most disappointing to you?
Cleveland.
It's automatic.
Right,
it's automatic in Cleveland.
You made a fire. All the firepower you just said. Probably the best out of each position is in Cleveland.
And they got Myles Garrett, Vernon, Sheldon Richardson, Denzel Ward, Greedy. They are stacked.
Denzel Ward is such a beast,
and it's so crazy that I had to give them a 6-10 record, and they got all of that.
right.
Like all that, we still believe you suck. It is what it is.
It's so much dysfunction on that roster, from Baker to Kareem Hunt to Odell, Myles Garrett swinging helmets. I mean, they got so much.
But he got paid though.
You're right.
He got paid for swinging that
money.
Hey, if that wasn't Rudolph, he would be out of the league. He wouldn't have got paid if it was a top tier quarterback. If he would have did that Aaron Rodgers, he wouldn't be in the league.
No, I think he would have just got the same suspension or whatever.
Nah, I don't think so. I believe it's because of Rudolph.
If you'd have went after one of the league's
faces,
bro. If you'd have did that shit to Mahomes, bro, Goodell would have.
He didn't had to be Mahomes. He would have definitely got. If he would have been Aaron Rodgers, he would have got. Now he's fucking.
Goodell would have showed up at the door like, give me all your pads, all of them, all your accolades. I need everything.
I want your pads. Give me the ones from when you played Junior Pee Wee 2, motherfucker.
Right. Take you off this planet for trying that shit.
Yeah, this division is, to me, it's like, man.
I think it's Baltimore's to lose and Cleveland's if they actually try. But I don't think those other teams really have a chance in that division. Only thing is Tomlin. That's the X factor. That's why I gave them 9 wins because of Tomlin.
Yeah, I gave them 8-8 because of Tomlin. You know, because I don't know about Ben. We don't know how Ben's gonna come
I
back.
don't know how Ben is gonna come
We don't
back.
know. We don't know how the elbow is. We don't know how his tennis elbow is. So.
The tennis elbow. So fantasy wise, here's one. Fantasy wise, are you taking a chance on James Conner? Like second round pick, James Conner?
It depends on who I got in my first round.
I don't know. This late second round pick. So I guess if you started off with Zeke at 3, would you double down with James Conner at what is that, 21?
No.
I'd probably get a receiver.
Yeah.
But it depends on who's out there. It just depends.
Okay,
on who.
so if you took Michael Thomas in the first, would you go James Conner as your RB1?
You probably had to. You probably have to at that point.
Yeah, you probably have to at that point. Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, like James Conner, his ADP is around the same as like Le'Veon Bell and like backs like that.
He can catch the ball, out the backfield, and Pittsburgh runs the ball a lot. So if he stays healthy, he's a good option with Ben Roethlisberger.
But that's a big thing for him.
Right. That's his only thing, yo.
He's a big option with Ben Roethlisberger. So.
Right. No, that's why. First of all, it's the health, but then it's like you have the Roethlisberger factor where he's going to get a lot of catches.
I probably wouldn't take him with the 21st pick.
In the second round?
Yeah, because there's so many running backs. There's like 12, 13 running backs better than him, and there's probably 10 receivers that are going to get more points than him too. So just off of sheer talent of people who are going to be there in the draft, there's going to be somebody better than him. I might take him early in the third round, but in the second round, if I'm like pick number 21 or something like that, there's going to be better people than him. Healthier options.
Right. Got a question for y'all. Who was the breakout star from this division? Somebody, don't name the already known. Who you think that'll pop?
Can I say John Ross? Can I go with John Ross?
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna go with John Ross then, because Burrow's deep ball ability plus his speed. Because that was the main issue with John Ross, was that Andy Dalton couldn't hit him, and Burrow can hit him and more accurately. And so if John Ross can stay on the field, he should ball out. Plus, John Ross was balling out at the start of last season, and then he got hurt. So he's ready to break out. He's been in the league for a few years now. He got a quarterback that can get him the ball.
You are very high on Burrow.
He's ready. Huh?
You're very high on Burrow.
I'm just saying, like, that's the whole reason you took him number 1 overall, right? So that he can do stuff like that.
What is little
Trubisky? So.
His little T-Rex hands. You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow be like, I'm just playing. I got no hate for Joe Burrow. I don't
believe him.
I probably go with I'm gonna go with Willie Snead. I feel like if Willie Snead can stay healthy, he can put up some numbers out there in Baltimore. If he can stay healthy, so
I don't know. It's ain't enough balls on the field for him to
pause.
He's okay.
Light skin stuff, bro.
That's that light skin shit.
Yo, I thought we already had this meeting, this conversation earlier.
Damn, bro. But my person, I think I'm gonna shoot with James Washington, man.
James Washington?
Yeah. Really? With Juju coming back, and you drafted Chase Claypool high.
I'm gonna go with James Washington.
You're going to okay. I was just saying, you got a big old Chase Claypool right there lurking, bro. He ready. Well, he's not gonna be ready this year. So
he's just gonna be a rookie, and then Ben just coming back. I'm gonna go with James Washington because it's always that second receiver that Pittsburgh shows out with.
Well, all right. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this last topic. The last topic we got for you guys today is we got the Pro Football Talk. They dropped their power rankings, their preseason power rankings before the season started. So I got the listing here. We're going to break it down in categories. And we're going to talk about who we think were maybe snubbed, who was left off. We're going to start off 1 through 10. So 1 through 10, we got the Chiefs at 1. We got the Niners at 2. We got the Ravens at 3. We got the Patriots at 4. We got the Saints at 5. We got the Bucks at 6. We got the Seahawks at 7. We got the Titans at 8. We got the Bills at 9. And we got the She-Gals at 10. So what do you feel about the top 10 so far, Ricky?
At number 4? Really? That's just name alone, man. I don't agree with. I would definitely put Seattle above New England for the simple fact they still have their core. New England's lost their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's just all of that's because of Bill Belichick, and they still have that's the dynasty still until they're not.
That's for sure. That's for sure what that is. That's for sure the Belichick respect right there.
And another one, I would put Seattle over San Francisco. I would put them at 3.
At 3? So who's 2?
You got fucking Baltimore and what you call it. So I'll put them at 3. You got Baltimore and Kansas City at 1 and 2. And I'll put.
So how far are you dropping San Francisco?
I don't believe in San Francisco.
You don't believe in San Francisco? You don't believe in Jimmy? I
don't believe in Jimmy. You know me, Jay. So, but that's just my thing. So, but the top 10, I believe everything else was pretty good. Tennessee still got a good defense and still got a running game, so they're still being. I give them the top 10. I think they're only going to get better. Tampa is Tampa. They got firepower, but the professionals are giving them they saying they're borderline playoff team. So we'll see.
What about
I don't know how they top 7.
What about you, Jay? What you think?
Hold on, Ricky. Right now, just right now. Tannehill or Garoppolo? Right now. You gotta say something.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Well, because for San Francisco, you said you didn't believe in Jimmy, but then you just breezed past Tennessee. So
I breezed past them because they are a running team. I mean, I'm giving them that because they're a running team and they still have a nice defense. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Tennessee, you remember last year when they had a losing record and your boy right here was like, yo, if they put in Ryan Tannehill, they going to make the playoffs. When they had a losing record. Remember who called that? You remember that?
I don't remember Tannehill.
Yeah, I know y'all remember that.
I don't remember, but if you say so.
Yeah, whatever.
Ricky didn't give us an answer, though.
I go with Tannehill.
They won't let me ride. I'm trying to ride out in the sunset.
He was trying to get around it. He was like, "Oh nah."
I would guess. Man, I would say Tannehill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me Tannehill. Give me Tannehill.
I gotta make this poll.
Give me Tannehill.
I'm just going by that just for some. I just don't believe in Garoppolo, man.
Since Jay's making a poll, I'll give my opinion on this subject. I feel like the Chiefs, obviously they got to be number 1. I'm probably moving the Niners out of the top 10.
See.
And then I'm gonna.
Damn, that's a big drop.
Yeah, I'm moving the Niners out of the top 10. I'm moving the Bills out of the top 10, and I'm moving the Eagles out of the top 10. I'm sliding the Cowboys into the top 10. I'm sliding the Packers into the top 10. And I might.
Can I pause real quick?
No.
When
I just told you no. And then let me finish my top 10. And then I just let you finish, nigga. Shit.
Oh, I'm finished.
Calm your ass down. And then
I was asking you a question.
I don't want any questions yet.
What's that? What poll are you using? Which one are you using? Which rankings? Because I got Cowboys in the top 10.
The ones in the chat, bro.
The one in the chat and the one I just said, Pro Football Talk. I said it at the beginning of the
I'm looking
section.
at ESPN.
Yeah, throw that shit in the trash.
Bro, I sent it to the chat for a reason, bro.
Y'all see, this is the shit that we deal with Ricky. This dude cut me off in the middle of my statement to ask me a question that he had to answer to in his phone.
I don't have a fucking answer to it, motherfucker.
It's in your phone. It's in your. Look in the chat. You got the answer, Sway. You got the answer, Sway. You got the answers.
That's why I hate Mike.
You hate me because you didn't check your email?
It's not in my fucking email, jackass. I'm telling you.
It is in your chat.
Okay. Go. Continue.
It's in mine. We're in the same group. We're in the same group chat.
I'm looking at the shit, motherfucker. It's not in here, stupid motherfucker. That's why I was asking you a dumbass question, motherfucker.
Y'all see, he only went up a little bit.
Where is it at, bro?
Right.
Look,
there it is.
That's my bike. telling you, ball.
Here, look. No. Go back to your bike. Go back to your bike.
And then keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
Now tap on your bike. Tap on the picture of your bike.
For what?
Tap on the picture of your bike.
Now scroll
swipe
over.
left.
Swipe.
One more. Oh, this dude out here clearing the chat, bro.
Hey, don't give me that shit.
Right.
Bro, I got it right here. Look.
You just seen me, motherfucker, show you. That's why I was asking that fucking question, motherfucker.
Next is the next picture. Your ass over here clearing the chat
don't
on
have
this. Come on, son.
I don't have it.
Yo.
But anyway, continue, CJ.
What if I don't want to?
I really don't care no more.
Yo, just so that y'all can see, it is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Playmakers podcast. It's in the chat. Jay didn't just send that. It's right there. You see that anger? Tell me if you got that emoji I just sent you.
You cleared the chat, bro. That's why he be clearing the chat like we his side.
Yeah, he did get it. See, we knew we got it. We knew he got it. He gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, America. Lies. This is what we deal with all the time. That dark skin energy right there. That dark skin energy.
That Ricky energy, bro. Every time, bro. Every time.
Right. All right. So let me get back on topics before I was so rudely interrupted. I would probably put the Texans as my last team in the top 10 as I dropped everybody else off. I probably wouldn't have the Ravens at number 3. I'd have the Chiefs. I probably would run with, I'm pretty high on Seattle, so maybe Seattle and the Bucks. I would keep the Pats around 4 because, they still got that defense. You add Cam. I think Cam on that team, it's going to help him out a lot because he can drop off a lot of short passes, so on and so forth. I'd leave the Titans in the top 10. Maybe they'll be at 10 for me, but just a few changes. What about you, Jay? What you think?
You said you're moving the Texans to the top 10?
Yeah, I'll probably slide the Texans in the top 10.
With no receivers?
I just don't like that. I don't think that the Colts are going to be that great this year. I just don't think anybody else in that division is going to be that great. I think them and the Titans will be decent. They'll be straight.
Hold on.
Them and the Titans will be straight, but Jacksonville.
I would say the Colts have a better team than Houston right now.
I don't think that they're going to do better. I think their line is still trash. I think Rivers is going to just be a sitting duck back there.
Their line is trash. They
got
one of the better O-lines.
Yeah, they one of the lines of the top 5 in the NFL right now.
Right, they got one of the better O-lines.
We'll see.
Secondary.
We'll see. That line,
I'd wager that. We can make a wager on it right now. I'm down for that.
That's the same. Okay. I'm good with that. That's the same line. The reason why your boy Andrew Luck retired because he kept getting injured behind that line.
No, that's what they were saying. It was like
that was before, but then they drafted old boy last year.
This is the year that when he should have been there because they had a fucking decent offensive line. That was a big thing all of last year.
We'll see.
Right.
What's the bet?
We do better record off of Indy versus Houston.
Okay. What's the bet?
Put 50 on it.
All right.
That's it. Simple.
Right.
Straight up. Better record.
You say you got on Indy, Jay?
Yeah, I'll take Indy on that.
I got the Texans.
I'll take Indy on that because I feel like Indy got the better team. They got the better defense. They got more weapons on offense. And Rivers ain't Jacoby. They played bad because they had Jacoby last year, but Rivers will go out there and sling that shit around.
What did Rivers do last year with all those weapons?
Play for the Chargers.
Yeah, exactly. But he had all them weapons too. He had more weapons last year than he has this year, and so I know that they lost DeAndre Hopkins, but they still have decent pieces around Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback than Rivers is right now. So, I gotta go with Houston.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll take Indy. I'm gonna rock with Indy.
Oh, it's too late. You already took.
I feel like they got the better defense. You said what?
It's too late. You already took
I was gonna take him anyway.
I was
gonna take him anyway. I was just looking because you moved Houston up 7 spots to get to the top 10. And I'm like, God dang, bro, what they do to deserve that? They got worse.
Yeah, worse.
Well,
and they in the same division too, so that's gonna be
right.
Be interesting.
If you could ask, we got Texas fans.
I'm going with
I think
it's like Bill O'Brien gutted their ass.
Well, I'm
going with Coach too.
I gotta be consistent because I think the Texans. We haven't gotten there yet, but I think the Texans are going to win the division. So how can I not? How can I not put? Well, I do. So I'm just giving you my opinion. So how could I? How could I make a top 10 and not put the Texans in there if I think they're going to win the division? You know, just saying. Thinking ahead.
CJ, my cowboy friend, we finna be friends real quick. I got a question for you.
We ain't never gonna be friends, Ricky.
I got a question for you. So you know about the whole Dak situation. What you think about motherfucking? Because I don't think Houston finna be that good. I think Deshaun Watson is gonna end up leaving Houston. What about you thinking him being a Dallas Cowboy?
I don't even want to think about it. It's still years because he's still even 2 more years before he franchise and transition tag.
You think they're gonna do another franchise for him?
He's not under franchise tag right now. He's still under
contract.
About,
Dak.
Even if I'm saying if Deshaun Watson, in order for him to get out of Houston, he has to play this year, then 2 franchise seasons, and then a transition tag.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I don't even want to think that far ahead in the future.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I was just thinking of the hypothetical. But 11 through 20.
Jay still hasn't given us 1 through 10.
Man just gonna skip me all the way, bro. He didn't care.
What you got?
I think San Francisco needs to drop. I would just swap San Francisco with Seattle, really, and then I'd probably I'm gonna put San Francisco at 8. I'll put Buffalo at 7 and Seattle at 2. Yeah, I said it, Ricky. Ricky over there looking confused. And
you got Buffalo at 7?
Yeah, you sleep on Buffalo, bro. I was gonna tell you that. You sleep on Buffalo right now, bro. That defense that's a top defense right there. And they got everything you need. You ain't believing in Josh Allen yet, which is wrong because he coming. He coming, bro. He productive every year.
Pause.
Bro, stop that gay shit, CJ. But you've been on Buffalo for a while, bro. But I give you that, Jay. You've been riding that Buffalo wave for a while, so and it seems like it's working.
Right, they win in the division with Brady gone. They taking the division, like on CJ's point where you got the Patriots at 4, and like the better team is at 8, really. But maybe I don't know. It's still Patriots, but I think I'd bet on Josh Allen before I bet on Cam Newton and Patriots.
What?
God damn, can y'all see?
Hell no.
Right.
Bro.
That was the most bruh shit that I've heard all podcast.
That's Belichick. Like if you bet on Belichick.
No, you should have said that then. You shouldn't have said Cam Newton.
I should have said it like that, but I'm saying I'll take Josh Allen over Cam right now.
That's a big bruh. That's a big bruh. Nah.
Fuck, really?
Nah.
Hell nah.
Over Cam? Just over Cam? Like
nah.
Wow. All right. I gotta make another poll, bro. I'll take Josh over Cam right now. Because for one, Josh do all the same things that Cam do, and he's healthy.
But he's not Cam. He's not a former MVP, and he did not lead his team to the Super Bowl. Right. I'm going with Cam. So
MVP. Okay, so we going back how many years now?
Wham bam.
I said right now though.
Wham bam. Thank you, Cam.
That's the same person, bro.
It is, but it is exactly. He was hurt. We ain't seen his shoulder. We don't know what he got. Even though I think he got it, but I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I'll rock with Josh Allen. I'll probably be the only one, but I'm gonna rock with Josh Allen.
Yeah, you can be over there by yourself. All right, so let's go in. Let's I'm
finna get the group behind me right now.
Whatever, they can be wrong too. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the top 11 through 20. So they got the Steelers at 11, the Cowboys at 12, the Vikings at 13, the Packers at 14, the Broncos at 15, the Colts at 16, the Texans at 17, the Browns at 18, the Falcons at 19, and the Cardinals at 20. Jay, go ahead. We'll start with you, since Ricky doesn't know what poll we're going from this week.
The second list is hold on, I gotta go back to it. Somebody sent me some shit. Oh, what the fuck is not popping up for me now?
Okay, well,
there we go. I got it.
Yeah, because you know what was about to happen.
Nope, I'm already here. I'm actually I think I would put Arizona over Cleveland.
We gotta hurry this up. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would put Arizona over Cleveland, and that'd probably be my only change. I'd probably move that. Well, no, I'll probably keep it just like that. I'll just move Arizona over Cleveland and drop Cleveland down there with I'll put Cleveland at like 23 and move Arizona up over Atlanta.
So who are you moving into the top 10 then?
I just keep it in the same order. So who was it? The Chargers would move up to 20.
Oh, okay. I already said who I'd move out. So I would probably agree with you on moving the Browns down, but I would probably move the Rams up in there instead. So I'd probably have the Rams, where the Colts are, and move the Colts back a spot. And then just the other changes that I said. I'd probably move the Cardinals up too. They're like on the fringe of the playoffs to me. So I could see them being somewhere between the 13 and the 15 slot. I think they're going to be really close to making the playoffs this year if they don't make it. What about you, Ricky?
Well, honestly, I think Denver should. I don't believe in Denver that much. I think they probably should drop. And I actually put Cleveland in around that 15, 16 spot.
You were just raving. You were just raving about the Broncos defense.
The Broncos, I ain't say nothing about the Broncos, bro.
No, I'm talking about.
Not spoke about.
And like 2 podcasts ago, when we were talking about the AFC West, you were talking about how great their defense was.
That was me.
No, that was me, bro. Try again. Anyway,
I'm gonna
back
pull
to
that
my
clip.
list.
I'm gonna pull that
Please.
clip and put the clip right here.
Thank you. Anyway, I got Cleveland on probably the 15-6. I don't know about the Broncos like that. Everything else seems pretty legit. Again, I don't believe in Houston. Of course, I would have moved Dallas all the way, moved them up in the top 10. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I still don't know why fucking Philly was in the top 10. That shit still pisses me off. Just keep looking at it.
Well, every other year, Dallas wins the division. So, based solely off of that theory, it's our year to win the division.
Yeah.
All right, and then going ahead into the last 12 teams. We got the Chargers at 21, the Raiders at 22, the Rams at 23, the Jets at 24, the Bears at 25, the Fins at 26, the Lions at 27, the Bengals at 28, the Giants at 29, the Panthers at 30, the Jags at 31, and the Washington football team.
Washington.
That shit just said
Washington.
That shit says Washington.
Y'all's new team name is so garbage. All right, sorry. So, what do y'all think about those rankings?
Washington is definitely number 32. They definitely number 32. I think Carolina should move up a little. But besides that, all these teams really ass.
Yeah, I think they
right. I was gonna say nobody cares about the last 12.
You ain't lying. So I guess on that note, we're gonna go ahead and jump on into this ninja. So I'm gonna start it off. My This Ninja was actually supposed to be my This Ninja last week, but I was thrown for disarray with all the technical errors that we had. So my This Ninja goes to a female lady senator from the state of Georgia named Kelly Loeffler. If you know who she is, she's a part owner of the Atlanta basketball team here in the WNBA, and she is basically against the Black Lives Matter movement. So she was down for the cause until she didn't even get elected. She's not even an elected official. She got the job handed to her by the governor of the state because we needed a new senator, and she completely changed her stance on a lot of these topics so that she could fit with the basically all the Republicans in the state of Georgia. And so now she's basically against Black Lives Matter. She says that it's a bunch of hidden agenda and so on and so forth. So basically, boo that girl, because you can't be an owner of a sport that's mostly black people and not feel the cause. So get her out of here. I'm
gonna go after you. I'm gonna go after you since we were on the same.
That's not how this works. Normally, I'm the one. I'm the host. So normally, I'm a guy.
Oh my God.
Jay, would you like to go next, Jay? No, I'm just playing. Ricky, go ahead. You can go, girl.
You are really getting on my nerves today. I tell you that. Just to let you know. But since I want to say I'm going to go next because mine is actually a senator, Mr. Mark Rubio, the senator for Florida. This idiot, we know John Lewis died, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. He posts a picture of him and John Lewis, but the picture is actually of him and Elijah Cummings during the whatchamacallit. So this ninja that's why I chose him.
Jay, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Joe Douglas of the New York Jets as my this ninja, because for the way that he's handled this this Jamal Adams situation. There was an article that came out today where Jamal Adams basically just gave a complete timeline of everything that's happened about how they promised him the contract, and then they told him that they want him to be on the team forever, and then they told him that he needs to prove himself to the Jets, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
Like, out of nowhere, you got Jamal Adams, one of the most passionate dudes in the league, and you come and tell him that he needs to prove his loyalty to the team by finishing out his rookie contract, I guess, and that they're going to monitor his actions to see if he really wants to be a Jet. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's a way to treat people, and that ain't it, bro.
Did you see he came out and said Adam Gase is not the guy for the job, too?
Yeah, it was in the same article.
Yeah.
It was in the same article talking about how Adam Gase be walking out on halftime meetings and all kinds of weird shit like that. Like, and that Adam Gase won't address the team, that he always sends an assistant to do it.
No, so
I guess he could go on the whole New York Jets as a franchise. Oh, yeah. Garbage asses. But
damn.
All right, you got anything else, Ricky?
No, sir.
Well, I got one. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, you talking about another Diss Ninja?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's not really a Diss Ninja, so that's why I'm saying you can go ahead. But
go ahead.
Okay. So did y'all see? Actually, would y'all do this for one? Because I just saw while we were on the podcast, the Boston Red Sox. You can buy for $500. $500, you can get a cutout of yourself to be in the fans at the game. $500, bro. $500, get a cutout of yourself.
Bro, that's some marketing for your ass right there.
They got pictures of them and everything. There was pictures and everything. $500 cutout of yourself to sit in the stands at the Boston Red Sox game.
Yo,
now the money goes to charity.
This podcast is over.
The money goes to charity, though. The money goes to charity.
This podcast is over.
$500 to get a cutout of yourself in the stands at the game.
So my last Diss Ninja is going to this dude Jay, because y'all heard him say he'd take Josh Allen over Cam Newton. Oh. Shit's weak. All right.
$500 cutout, bro. Like this. Cut you outside right now. Like this. $500 in the stands at the Boston Red Sox game.
So we appreciate y'all's time today. Thanks for watching the podcast. For my man, Watch Me Whip, or Watch Me JJ. Say what up to there. Say peace out to the people.
Hi, y'all.
And to my guy, I want to sing in the band, Ricky. Say peace out to the people. All right, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Dark skin energy right there. Come on, son. What is that?
Bro, this dude just told me I want to sing.
Is that going to be your cutout? Is that going to be your $500 cutout right there?
If that motherfucker keeps saying that dumbass fucking names, yes.
Why can't we ever just be functional and do the right shit? I hate y'all niggas. Peace.